Hi!
Hi, I'm Shari and this is Ollie, and this week we are going to do a Q&A for you all. We took to Instagram a couple of weeks ago and asked you all to send in as many questions as you liked about anything you liked, and you did deliver. So we are going to answer them today, and I have them all here.
So the first question on our list of questions is, what are your favourite coffee orders, winter and summer? And this is an integral part of our working day, isn't it?
It is, although I am trying to cut down on coffee. I only have one a day, and it's normally a cappuccino.
And you have the ones in the mornings as well.
Shh. Don't talk about those. I do like an iced latte as well. What do you like, Ollie?
What season?
So summer, iced latte. Used to be an iced caramel macchiato, but those are full of sugar. So I have an iced latte with 4 sugars instead. I feel judged.
Obscene amount of sugars. Everyone in the coffee shop was laughing yesterday.
Yeah, it used to be 6. That's a actual true story.
So my starting with winter I'm quite boring. So I did used to really like a black Americano, but now I will just have a flat white with oat milk, maybe a bit vanilla. I've kind of gone off that lately, and that's it. And then in the summer, I'll pretty much have that, but iced.
A flat white iced?
Or a latte.
Yeah. I do like oat milk, to be fair.
It's got B12 in it to keep you awake.
Sure. So the next question is, if you could design a watch, what would it be?
So we, for this, put our heads together and picked our favourite components from multiple watches that we thought would potentially work quite nicely together. So the first one of the most important features, obviously being the dial. It's the foundation of the watch. We liked the Grand Seiko Elegance White Omiwata God's Footsteps dial. So it's quite a nice minimal dial, but with a really lovely texture. But we thought it wouldn't distract from the other features we wanted to add. But we love a moon phase, and I particularly really like the moon phase from the Mont Blanc Star Legacy. I think that's really lovely, and also love the date hand that goes around the outside as well. And that's really cool.
Hands are definitely Breguet hands. We all know what they are, we all love them, and they just are. We would take the Roman numerals from the Longines Master Collection, and then, if you know us, you probably know that we both love a brown strap.
It's a shame I'm not wearing, for once, a brown strap today.
No, me neither, actually.
There was a brown strap on this literally last week.
Yeah. So we would definitely go with a nice brown, simple, classic alligator strap. A little bit like the one from the Seamaster Sedna, particularly the golden brown version. So that would be our design for the perfect watch.
What would be your ideal makeup of things? Please let us know in the comments. We'd love to visualise that.
This question is, where did it all begin? Francis Gaye was established in 1990. It is a family-run business. It still is. It has been always. It was originally, the directors were originally Roger Francis and Alan Gaye. Roger Francis actually lived in South Africa and owned jewellery shops out there, and then they moved back to the UK, sold up all their jewellery shops, came over to England, and Alan Gaye actually wanted to retire. So that all coincided at the same time, and Roger bought Alan out and Alan retired, so it was then just the Francis family for a very long time. We do have another director called James Harrison. He has been part of the business for well over 20 years. I can't tell you the exact time of frame, but yeah, he does all of our running of the store. And then there's Mark Francis, who is the director, and then there's Samantha Francis, who does all the diamond buying, and she also runs our Loughborough store, and she's a complete boss babe. So that's basically the shop in a nutshell. We do have a really good website, and we do love our website, put a lot of work and time and effort into that, and Lee is actually our e-commerce manager. But yeah, that's pretty much where it all began, and still pretty much the same, to be fair. It's still James, Mark and Sam, and Roger is still in the business, but he retired quite a long time ago, but he basically has the final say of everything.
He's still the Don, ain't he?
He is the Don.
And our next question, what are your favourite watches under 1k, 5k and 10k, new or pre-owned? So we kind of took this as our favourite watch brands and in our store.
Yeah.
And for the under 1k, we picked, and this was a no-brainer, we picked this like straight away.
Yeah.
We picked Hamilton.
We love Hamilton.
We do love Hamilton because there is an incredible range. They are all of brilliant quality. We love the brand, the people.
Style, the class. There's something for everybody.
There is. There's like classic-looking watches, durable watches, watches for dinner, watches for mountaineering, blah blah blah. We love it. They cover all bases.
So under 5k, if I had the money and I wanted to buy something under £5,000, it would definitely be a Longines. Again, I just love the. I know it's all very personal, but there's something for everybody in the Longines collection. I love the brand. I think they're a great looking brand. They're a great looking brand, and I would definitely have maybe something from the Master collection if I was going to spend my money on a Longines.
Good.
What's the other one? 10k. Oh, 10k. Bet you can all guess what the 10k one is.
Yeah, so 10k, this also was a bit of a no-brainer. I mean, I think we'd said maybe for the 5k one originally, but obviously Grand Seiko reaches a lot further in terms of its price range.
Yeah. And the one I would want is like £8,000, I think. So.
Yeah. So I didn't know much about Grand Seiko at all until working here, but I now know how clearly woven in Japanese culture is to every single piece that they bring out, and the dials are unrivaled, I think, for me. The textures,
especially as an artist,
Yeah.
because obviously you're an artist, so I think that creativity and beauty you can definitely see with your eye.
Yeah, definitely.
I can see it too, and I'm not an artist, but obviously.
Yeah, the textures on the dials are unlike anything I see with any other brand really, and makes them really special. And again, the rest of the quality of the rest of the watch, the bracelets, everything, they all just look so nice. That's our favourite 1k, 5k and 10k brands. In store, go and have a look.
So the next question is, what is your dream watch? Now, my dream watch has always been for a very long time, and if you ask me, I'll always say the same one, a Rolex Cellini with the moon phase. I absolutely love it. Gold, moon phase. I like the little like ridged bezel. It is quite a big watch. I've never actually tried one on. I've always admired it from afar, but that's the one I would go for.
Amazing choice. Honestly, that is probably the nicest Rolex I've ever seen as well, because it's so different to like when you picture a Rolex, you wouldn't picture a Cellini. And my favourite dream watch is a bit more obscure than Shari's. I've not really heard anyone really talk about this since I've worked in watches, but the Cartier Crash. I really love my artwork, and I think this is just such a weird, really cool bit of art that you could wear on your wrist, and definitely a nod to Salvador Dali, one of my favourite artists, who did the Melting Clocks piece many years ago. And I will never own one because they are an insane amount of money.
Never say never.
Maybe I'll just find one day. You know, like they found like Rolexes when like the people have been diving and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll find one, you know,
Maybe.
in the bin.
Yeah.
Who knows? But yeah, that's my favourite.
The next question is, can you show us your own watch collection? Which I have filmed, and the link will be in the description if you want to check it out. So that brings us to our last question, and I like this one. So this question is, what is the one watch that you would both like to permanently borrow from each other's collections? Now, Ollie's got some lovely watches, Amigas, Hamiltons, and the one that really stands out for me because of the story behind it is he has a Tag Professional 2000 that he bought off eBay. When he gets something in his head, he absolutely has to do it.
Yeah.
He found an old photograph of his dad who was wearing this exact watch, and he wanted to buy one. Cool. So we sourced one, found it on eBay. He was going on holiday. He says to me, Shari, I've got no reception. Would you please bid on this watch for me? And obviously it'll pay you back. I was like, yeah, no problem. So I'm like bidding. It's the most stressful thing I've ever done in my life. And last second, I get outbid. I wanted to cry. I actually threw my phone on the floor because I was like, I've got to tell this guy that I couldn't get his watch for him. So he messages me and he's like, I got the watch. The anger I felt. I mean, I was very happy for him that he got the watch, but he bloody outbid me.
in the last second.
I was so mad. But now it's funny, but at the time I was mad.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's my favourite watch. Yeah, you should be thankful. That's my favourite watch because I like the story behind it. It makes me laugh. What's your favourite watch of mine, Ollie?
My favourite is your... You've got so many lovely watches as well, and I didn't feel ashamed of myself for coming to this conclusion, but it just seems like such a normal... a normal watch to pick. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
What watch is it?
So, sorry. So your OP, the pink one.
Yeah. It's a classic.
Yeah.
It just looks good.
I think that's what it is. Like, and that's why I picked it. It's so classic and so clean.
Yeah.
The pink is really nice and subtle.
It's crisp.
Yeah. And like it just.
It's a great size as well.
Yeah.
It's a good watch.
And I'm not great with massive watches. I don't mind a bit of pink. I haven't got a pink watch, but
you need one.
I would wear this of yours if you let me.
I'll let you.
But yeah, so that.
Yeah.
We're at the end of our list of questions, our Q&A, and it was really fun to sift through them all. Some of the questions were quite surprising. Some we couldn't include in this video because they weren't safe for work. I'm only joking. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. We post new content every single week, so the best way to see it is with a subscription. Our social media, if you want to see even more from us and even more regular content, is linked in the description below. But until next week's video,
See you later.
bye!